it's Rebecca here with Living Young Country Girl, and I'm going to share with you guys a day in the life of our homeschool. So we just started out, they are starting their handwriting, and because today is Sunday and we actually do school on Sunday, we went to church this morning, so we're not going to do Bible. Normally I would sit on the couch and I would read them a Bible story, but because today is, they had Sunday school, we are actually doing our Bible history instead. And it has a little narrative story that will be read to them while they're doing their handwriting. And then we will do the actual lesson later on in the day. But they're just finishing up their handwriting, and then we'll move on to the next one, and you guys can watch how we do our homeschool day. Hope you guys enjoy it. Okay, so now that we are done with our handwriting and the history story part, we will move into spelling, and that is done again through the Good and the Beautiful, and we do it together. My first grader and he does level 1, she does level 3, which again, like with the Good and the Beautiful, you're familiar with it. It doesn't follow your traditional, it's not grades, it's just by levels. So we go through that. The other thing, 5th grade, 6th grade work. The other thing we have is these little daily charts where they mark off what they did, and then when they bring me their schoolwork, I grade it on here.
I do first and second.
And then this way we kind of keep track of it, and I can go through at the end of the week and see that everything was done and grade them for their week, what, you know, their grade will be for my book. And it's just a way too for them to see and make sure and kind of know what we have going on. If event's happening, we write it up in the box up top. I'll give you guys a little closer look. And then on certain days, because we do school with a time frame versus actual lessons, this is our time. So we're going to spend 30 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes, 20 minutes. If they do not complete it, then we do add 5 minutes. Like if they were playing around, if they were monkeying around, then they will get time added. Or at that point, if they keep messing around, it becomes homework. So we're going to move on to the next subject, and then that becomes homework. So before they can go and play, have anybody over, whatever it may be, they have to finish up their work. So that's how it works. And then on Saturdays, we do poetry. Sundays, we do history, which is today. And then on Thursdays, we do science. So we don't do anything extra on Wednesdays because we have Bible study, so we have to head out a little bit earlier. But that's how we do it. And then the bottom has attendance. So this is for them to kind of keep track of and to check and to do their thing, and then their attendance and everything. Yes.
On Sundays, since like I have 3 different kind of math things I do the really fast one on Wednesdays. I do the teaching textbooks all the other days except Sunday. But we do the word card game, so it's Sunday fun day.
Sunday fun day, yeah. So they get to do a game versus an actual lesson on Sundays. So again, because we like to hang out or do something with friends, so we try to make our lessons a little bit quicker if we can, just to kind of get it in there. And if we can't, like if let's say we wanted to have some friends over today, we would actually move history to Friday because we don't school on Friday normally, and then we could do our lesson on Friday and just, you know, pre-prep if we know we're doing something on Sunday, or if something comes up last minute, then we do it the next Friday. So we have a pretty flexibility to it, but this kind of assures that we actually get it done at some point through this week. So we are going to move on to spelling now. Sorry, the lighting's so crazy here. This is just on my phone. I've never had any fancy equipment when I've done any of these recordings. So we're going to move on to spelling, and both of the kids have, do you have your board out?
No.
No, so they both have a dry erase board, and they will grab a marker, and then I have the list that I have just stuck in. You have to put away your handwriting, Isaiah, and then grab your dry erase board for spelling. Put away your handwriting. You have a desk. So that's actually where he sits, is normally my desk for work. But I found myself, like we used to have 3 desks in here, and I found if I was sitting at my desk, I would want to work. And then I would get frustrated when they would come bother me because I was like working on something. So it's worked better to have the 2 desks. So he sits at my desk while he's doing his schoolwork. I sit on the couch, and that kind of limits me and doesn't allow me to get into a big project to do work. So that makes it a little bit better as far as my patience. not going to be maybe as mad if they're interrupting me because I'm not working in a project. So he's grabbing his dry erase. She has her dry erase and rice. And then I have his list on one side. And I just made a copy of this from The Good and the Beautiful. And then I have her list on the other side. And so what I'll do is I will give him a word and then I'll give her a word and we just go back and forth for about 5 minutes. Spelling goes 5 to 10 minutes. So we do that and then we will move on to our next subject. So we will see you shortly as we continue. All right. Did you mark up your handwriting? No? Okay. You ready?
I'm looking at the words.
You're looking at the words? Come on, give it. She doesn't want to give me the words. She's trying to cheat. Give them to me. Okay. More. Okay, so now we just finished up our spelling, and what we're going to do now is move on to, for my son, we will start with phonics and do his language arts lesson, and my daughter will start, normally she goes into her math lesson, but because like she said, this is fun math day, she will do one lesson on the computer with the one program, I can't even think what it is.
I know math.
I know math, and then, what is that? I don't know what that is. And then we'll play we have a math war game that we play that I'll show you guys. So we have these two math war games. Hers is the multiplication one and my son's is addition subtraction. And so we will play this game and that's our math fun day Sunday. But she will also do a lesson, at least one lesson on the computer. It's kind of a fun math one that she can do. She also get done like Monster Math and a couple other apps and stuff. But it's kind of like a fun day. She gets to do a fun math. And we will start phonics and language arts with him. And then she will be able to do her own lesson at that point. So we kind of break up at this point and we start doing our own things. Okay, so here is our The Good and the Beautiful that we're doing with my son. He's actually doing the level K. I thought it was 1. And he has been doing really good. We've been going through it pretty quick. We started this at the beginning of the semester, and we'll probably get the whole book done before we leave for school. So because we leave for summer, because he's moving through real quickly. And I'm super excited because a lot of it is review for him, but it was things that he wasn't quite grasping. If you want to see, I do have a review and a flip through of this curriculum in my homeschool playlist curriculum. I will put a link in the description box and you can go through and find it. But this is a great curriculum that we really enjoy. So we're going to get to it. He is going to work on some of his phonics cards, going through and just like practicing the words, and then we will do the lesson in here. So again, you can check out the curriculum in more detail on that playlist that shows my curriculum reviews. so now we are going to move into, he's going to finish up his writing, and then he's going to read his little books that come with the curriculum, and I'll start language arts with her. So it moves through pretty quickly, and yeah, we can't complain. She wants to show you something that she's been working on. She's losing a tooth.
Since it's been like 2 months till I turn 11, I'm losing like 20 teeth a day.
She's losing a lot of teeth. So we're going to get her language arts and start her language arts, and then we will move on from there. Okay, so now we are going to move into math for my son. We do math lessons for living education. This is the level 1, and it's honestly too easy for him, but I wasn't sure where to start him out, so we did grab this one. And there's a couple concepts that he's kind of relearning to help him stick a little better, so that's been good. But we will now do our math, and my daughter, we finished her grammar lesson. We just finished up with reading with him. Now she's doing her reading, and we'll do math with him, and then my daughter and I will play the math war game, and we're done with our school. Well, and then we have history, and then we're done with our school for today. So our school days go pretty quick, and we like it that way. We get it done, and then we get to go have fun. So it works out great. So we're gonna get started on math, so we'll see you again soon. Okay, so they are finishing up. She's finishing up with her reading. He's finishing up with his math. And we are going to start now our history lesson. And part of this includes reading aloud, as well as just like kind of some questions. And then, of course, the story that they listened to when they were doing their handwriting. We're going to talk a little bit about that as well. And then we will pull out our history game, which we actually have not played this yet. And they asked that we go outside and play it on the trampoline because it's a beautiful day outside. So I said, sure, why not? We will go try it there. And then also do our our fun math games outside as well. So that is going to be the end of our homeschool day once we finish this. And then because today is Sunday Fun Day, we will just finish off with a couple of our fun activities. And that is how we do our homeschool day. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As you can see, homeschooling can be quick. It can be just done, you know. I mean, if you have younger kids, obviously sitting for an hour and a half to 2 hours working straight through can be a little bit harder. I know mine can get a little bit antsy and stuff, so we will kind of rotate back and forth. But generally speaking, if we get to it and we really work hard, we can be done in about an hour and a half to 2 hours on a normal day. Now, that does not necessarily include all of their reading time, because we do break that up sometimes with doing it in the evening before bed or at different times throughout the day. So there's sometimes this additional reading that they do have to do. But as far as our actually dedicated in the schoolroom kind of school day, this is how we go through it. So I hope you guys enjoyed coming along with us. Bye. You want to say bye?
No, I want to show them the games.
Coming along with us as we went through our school day. And if you have any questions, be sure to ask us in the comments below. Again, if you're looking into any of the curriculum that we used, I will put a link to our curriculum playlist, and you can go through and look a little more in detail on some of those. Some of them I haven't reviewed, like this history one. As of the time of recording this, I have not done a review for it, but most of the other ones I have. And I'll be sure to show you guys a little more in detail actual individual lessons, how they work, since we just kind of fast forwarded through those and you didn't really get to see in depth how we did our lessons. But I want to be able to show you guys that in more of an individual lesson versus a day in the life. So that was kind of our day. And again, thanks for watching. Hope you guys have a beautiful, blessed day. Bye.
I want to ask him something.
Oh, one more question.
Tell me in the comments if you think we should do the video where they like shoot a tooth out with a Nerf gun.
She wants to shoot that one out with a Nerf gun.
And like tie it to a string, not like go down your throat.
Yes, they both have teeth that they want to try. They've seen these videos of people shooting them out with Nerf guns. So we'll see how that goes. If we do it and it works good, we'll be sure to post it. All right, guys, have a beautiful, blessed day. Bye.